this is Marcy from 1033 Main Salon and Spa in beautiful Mumford, New York. And McKenna has come in. I'm going to do a little updo on her that's going to look probably very grown up, but it's pretty simple too. So I'm going to start by sectioning off her hair. I'm just taking a couple inches all the way around. I kind of want to take out a circle in the middle here. Let me clip this up. And just same thing over on the other side. I'm just taking out a circle in the middle that we'll work with in a little bit, but for right now I want to work around the edges. All this comes on up, clip it here. Okay. And what I'm going to do, you can do different things to get this effect. I've seen where people tie a series of knots together and that. I'm just going to do a little braiding. I imagine you probably could do some, if you wanted to do twists back. You know what? Let's try it. Let's do twists. All right. So I'm just going to grab this and overlap and twist and feed some hair in along the bottom. I'm going to direct it back because I don't necessarily want it to sit all right along the hairline. And all I'm doing is I'm grabbing a piece underneath like you would for a French braid, twisting it over, and just giving it all a little bit of twisting. And it's just going to create a frame for what we're going to do through the top. I'm about to the middle back. I'm going to pull that tight and give it a couple of extra twists just to lock it in. And let me see. Well, I'll borrow one of these clips. How's that? And I'm going to just do the same thing over here. Come up and grab some hair, crisscross it, and start just picking up as I come along the hairline. Just going to bring these together. Give them, oh, you okay, McKenna? You're going to sleep on me? And just twist them a little bit. And it's just to secure it. And then I've got a little ponytail band here. And I'm going to put that over the ends. Now, so we've just got that little frame for the hairdo. Just going to start taking pieces of hair and doing what's called a push curl. And if you really want to give it some form, you can twist it a bit. Come out to the ends and just pinch a little piece and then push the rest down. And this is going to give you some volume. I'm just going to do a lot of that right now. Twist these out. You do several of these. Gives it a lot of volume. And grab them underneath and kind of keep them together. And start pinning. And the effect that we're after is for the frame we've created to contain all of this explosive movement and texture. And again, I'm just going to give the hair a twist. I'm going to twist this one so it twists all the way down. And that way we won't have all the curls starting at the same place on everything. And again, just pinch and twist. And you can do it a couple times. I'm going to just set that up there for now. One out. And push that all in. think that we're seeing a lot of highly textured looks because we did have so long where you just couldn't get the hair smoothing up. The smoother the better. And this is kind of the other end of the spectrum where you're actually seeing deliberately frizzy looks. That's actually kind of bigger than it should be. Turn it all the way back in and come out and just, and it'll untwist, and that's fine too. You're still getting the texture, and that's the main thing. And just do a couple of those at a time, and then grab a few together and pin them. McKenna's thinking this is gonna hurt when they brush it out. Actually, it's not, because I use the wet brush here, and that is wonderful for detangling. Probably should do a video on that. Alright, and I'm just going to grab a couple and pin them together and slide that pin in. I want to keep some balance. It's not necessarily just crazy frizzy hair here. You're actually working within a form, and that gives you room to sculpt with this texture. So again, there you go. Now I'm going to work through all of this hair doing these push curls, and then I'll show you the way that we finish it up. I've gone through the whole style and done the push curls. I even brought the ponytail underneath up. Now that little band doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, just pull some of the curls down over it and it'll cover. Looks a little crazy, looks like a bird's nest, but the idea is that you've got this nice smooth look along the hairline and a burst of texture. And now what I'm going to do is go through with some Benefactor Be Proud hairspray. You could also use working spray like Be Confident, which is the Benefactor in the pink can, and I love that. And I'm just gonna give it a little spray, because what we're going to do is just to refine the look. Actually, you know what, I'm going to set this on the chair because I know I'm going to grab it again in a second. And then you start sculpting it into shape. I want to bring this back a little bit. You can kind of get away with anything, and the key to it is to make it look like you did it on purpose. And that's what this part of this style is about. So people don't think you just got a little crazy with your hair. You want it to look deliberate, and you do that by bringing it into a shape and refining it. You see a couple spots where I just want to do a little pinning and tucking. And I'm just gonna, so you can see what's going on. We have this little piece here, so I'm just gonna bring it in and pin it into the style. Bring it down. And again, I'm bringing it back. I want the texture all back behind that perimeter of the twist. And just going to bring it in a little on the sides. If you really wanted to, you could pull this in all toward the center and get kind of a mohawk look to it. And all I'm doing is refining the finish. Keep wanting to set that there, but on the desk is probably not the place for it. I'm just gonna grab this, and all I did was do the push curls, and then every few I would kind of grab them together and twirl them up. You can kind of just swirl them up and pin them down, and I went through the whole thing like that. Now we're really getting the look of it's being a particular style and not just that she slept funny. Okay, sorry about that. We actually had to download the video on my camera so that we could shoot the last bit. So all I've done is continue to refine, just spray and shape it. On the back, there was a little section that was kind of not brought out as much as the rest. So all I do is use a little orange stick. You could use a tail comb and just move in there and bring it out. And it just gives you know, gives it a little shape. And you can shape it how you want. You actually can play with this quite a bit. If you really want to get a mohawk going and really squeeze it to the center, you can do that. If you want to maybe lift this up and flatten this in a little more, it's just a matter of doing this to smooth it in and lifting it up where you want more volume, however you want to do it. And you can go through and just, you know, grab and pin anything that catches your eye if it's not the way you want it. But it actually, I know it looked a little crazy when we were working on it, but I think it actually looks really cute. I could definitely see this as a prom style. It's maybe a little more mature than McKenna would wear to school or something, but you can do a lot with it. It's a lot of fun, and all that texture after all the flat irons and blowouts and all is kind of refreshing. So there's the full 360, and it's another way that you can look great and feel great. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and thanks to McKenna for letting me do her hair today.